Hello friends, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to day number 3 of Vlogtober. If you're new here, I'm Shawon, and all of this month of October, I'm participating in Vlogtober with other YouTube content creators. And today, it's Monday, I'm back here in the studio. You might notice a different background if you've been following me for a while. I'm here at the studio in one of our studio set designs, and this is like the kitchen setup design. You may have seen me photograph some clients in this space if you follow me on Instagram, but nonetheless, I'm here in this part of the studio because I'm gonna make me a cup of tea while we're hanging out today. I decided that on Mondays I would have a theme day and call it Monday Motivation, and I would really try to look at stories of my own, from my own experience, as well as maybe some responses or answers that I've given to questions that I've been asked as a business owner. And today specifically, I'm going to share with you a question that I did get asked recently, and that was, how do you build your confidence as a business owner? And this is a question that I've gotten over the years in different ways. Just I think from like different things that I've done, like how did you build your confidence to do this or do that? And I'm going to share with you a few tips, and I'm also going to make me a cup of tea while we are hanging out. I am like loving this Starbucks. It was a Starbucks tea that my girlfriend has gotten me hooked on. I love it. She called it a medicine ball tea, and if you ask for that order at Starbucks, they will definitely know what you're talking about. And I know recently when we were in Maui and I was asking for it, I'd gone inside and the Starbucks person told me that they had a new name for it, and I think he said it was like a citrus mint tea. But anyway, what I did, I saw that the tea was made by Teavana. Maybe this is like too much information, but anyway, I saw that the tea was made by Teavana. So I said, let me go and see if I can find the tea blends that are in this tea at Starbucks. And I found them on Amazon. So I picked up, or I ordered, the Jade Citrus Mint. So this was one of the tea bags in my Starbucks order, as well as the Peach Tranquility. And my order also came with some honey sticks, but I am going to use some raw honey from a local store here. So I am going to make some tea, and let's dive into day number 3 of Vlogtober, Monday Motivation. All right, I've never done this, so hopefully like everything goes okay. But how do you build your confidence as a business owner? And I am going to say, number one, when it comes to building your confidence as a business owner, I hope this is not too loud. Maybe I'm gonna let this brew a minute. Hold on, I'm gonna be right back. And we're back. Okay, I have my water here. I'm gonna start steeping my tea bags. But let's get back to that question. So the question was, how do you build your confidence as a business owner? And I would say number one is to start with knowing your why. I feel like knowing your why serves you in so many different ways. It definitely keeps you motivated. And I also feel that knowing your why will help to build your confidence as a business owner. When you know exactly why you're doing what you're doing, why you started your business, when you know the clients that you want to help, you know the way that you want to serve and show up in the world, I feel that that makes a big difference, or it really does boost your confidence, because you can always go back to, you know, I know exactly why I'm doing this, and I can be confident in what I'm doing because I do know my why. I know, you know, my purpose, and I know what it is that I want to do and why I started my business. So I always say to just go back to your why. That definitely will help to boost your confidence. Number two, I would say the more that you do, the more confidence you will gain as well. When I started my photography business, I know that my confidence is definitely not in the same place it was when I started. I had only had my camera for 6 months, but I knew my why. I knew why I wanted to start this photography business and become a photographer. So I had confidence in my why. I didn't have a lot of confidence in the doing part, so the technical side of being a photographer. And what I did to build my confidence was to do more, to photograph more. I think there's a saying of putting in 10,000 hours in order to master something that you are doing, right? So for me, it was like, okay, if I'm going to become a master at photography, I want to put in these 10,000 hours. I want to make 10,000 photos. So I gave myself different kinds of assignments to complete. I always, in the beginning, I was always asking friends if I could photograph them to practice and to learn more as well before I showed up for client work, right? So I would say definitely the more you do, the more you will build and boost your confidence as well. I can tell you now, I could shut the lights off and make a picture, right? And that's because I put in those hours and hours and hours and created like hundreds of thousands of photographs that I've made over the last 10, almost 11 years, right? So I will definitely say the more that you do, even if it's something like video, I do get asked often, like, how do you build your confidence with being on camera and showing up and having a YouTube channel? And I will say too, also with that, it takes time, right? I didn't start out or in the same place, right? And I still have so much to learn and so much growth ahead of me, right? And that comes from doing. I have one of my friends I know who watches the channel, and she reminds me of this story often. She's like, I remember the first time I wanted us to go live on Facebook and you were so nervous and you didn't want to do it. And she's right. Oh my goodness, I was so nervous to do that. But once again, going back to why do I want to do video and why do I have this YouTube channel? That definitely helps to build my confidence. It'll help to build your confidence as well. Knowing your why and doing more of the thing that you're doing. How are you serving your clients? What technical skills do you need? And so on and so forth. But just doing more will definitely build your confidence. Another way to build your confidence is to lean on your network of supportive family, maybe friends or colleagues, other business owners that you might know. Having that network to encourage you is, I would say, essential in helping to build your confidence. Having them to lean on, on those days where you do need a boost and you need some encouragement. I have several friends that I know that I can text and reach out to on those days where I need some encouragement. They are certainly there. And I can also remember a time when I was a part of a mastermind and we had these intensives where we would meet together, and for one of the intensives we had to put together a signature talk, and we were going to go around the room. Everyone would have an opportunity to come to the front of the room and present their signature talk. And I remember my confidence being a little shaky because at that time I was starting to pivot my business from wedding photography over into branding and working with more women business owners in that space. And so I didn't have a lot of confidence, especially like to stand up in front of a room and to speak about something, right? But in this time frame, I put together my talk based on like our outline, and I came to the front of the room and I gave my signature talk. And the feedback that I got, I remember the first day was my coach, she was like in the back of the room, and she said to me, your speech, like everything was great. I loved your talk. The content was awesome. Like your interaction, all of that was great, except for one little thing. It was really hard for us to hear you in the back of the room. And I knew the reason that it was hard for them to hear me in the back of the room because I wasn't quite confident in the words that were coming out of my mouth, right? I didn't have that confidence that I needed to project and to meet the people that were in the back of the room, right? To reach them too and to connect with them too. So it was certainly helpful to get that feedback in that supportive, encouraging environment, right? With other business owners who've been in my place, right? And I was surrounded with women who were a couple of years, in business below me on the same level. And then there were some that were like well into their business owner journey. So to have that feedback definitely helped to boost my confidence when it came to speaking on stage and presenting. My last tip when it comes to building your confidence is to continue to learn and grow. I can remember also too, when I started out as a business owner, my confidence was definitely in a different place. And I can remember wanting to go to networking groups or meetings, right? And I felt that, I want to go. I don't have a lot that I can give, right? I was in that place of, I want to go, I want to meet other people, but what am I going to share? What can I give? I didn't want to just show up and talk about myself and what I did and do you have any clients that's in my way? That's really not networking. What networking is about anyway. It's about building relationships, in my humble opinion. But I can remember wanting to go and I was like, okay, how am I going to give anything? What value do I have to bring? And I was like, well, you're reading all of these books and listening to podcasts. So how about you take some of the things that you're learning and start sharing them with others? That is definitely a way to give. So I would show up and I would listen as others were speaking and sharing with me. And I would maybe share a tip from a book or share a title that I was reading or share something from a podcast or share how I had learned something and implemented it in my business or implemented it to, serve my clients better. And I would share that. And oh my goodness, that definitely boosted my confidence, especially when someone would say, oh my goodness, that was so helpful, or let me know later that I read that book or I listened to that podcast and it was so helpful, right? So definitely continuing to learn and grow, to grow yourself personally, as well as to add value to your business, your clients, definitely will boost your confidence because you're not staying stagnant. You're not staying in one place, right? You're open to learn so that you can continue to add value and so that you can continue in growing your business, right? It definitely helps to boost your confidence. It's not like I show up one day, I learn everything there is to know, and that's it, right? I don't see how I can boost my confidence in that way. It really helps me to know that, hey, I'm continuing to improve and I'm here, I'm willing to grow. I'm willing to get better at what it is that I'm doing. I'm continuing to look at different avenues and different ways that I can support my clients better. And that definitely boosts my confidence. And friends, I hope that it will boost your confidence as well. At the end of the day, building your confidence does take time. It takes focus, it takes effort. And like I've mentioned many times during this video, my confidence level from when I started out to where it is now is certainly a lot different. It looks a lot different. And I will tell you that I have relied on, and as I look back, I can say like, these are the reasons why, knowing my why, having that supportive group, learning and growing, doing more, definitely helps to build my confidence. And I hope that these tips will help to build your confidence as well as a business owner and take your business to the next level. I hope that you have enjoyed today, day number 3 of Vlogtober. If you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.